On the outskirts of Perth, Australia, one day in November 1986, the police received a distress call from a worker in a vacuum cleaner shop telling them that there was a teenage girl in a state of hysteria and terror, and she said that she had been kidnapped and raped in a nearby house. She was able to escape and report it to the police quickly because she feared for her life. This girl is the 17-year-old Kate Muir who escaped from the home of the evil Moor. The police quickly sent a patrol to the store and met Kate. There was a little disbelief on their part, but young patrol officer Laura Handock listened carefully to Kate's details, because a young girl can make up all these events. The day before, when Kate was returning from work, she met a man and a woman who offered to drive her home. Kate Muir did not suspect the couple, as they seemed to be kind, but as soon as she got into the car, she was threatened with a knife and ordered to shut up. And when she asked in fear if she was going to be killed, he answered her. The driver said that if she was a good girl, he would just rape her. Kate was taken to the couple's home and forced to do sexual acts and watch Rocky. Then the three lay on the bed to sleep after they handcuffed Kate, and in the morning the driver of the car went to work. As I understood, the lady accompanying him was talking to someone at the door and luckily forgot to tie Kate. She managed to escape through a window, but broke her arm. The couple's dog also prevented her from escaping, but she continued to escape in order to save her life. But before that, she got a valuable piece of information, David Burney's name, which was written on her prescription. The patrol went to Moore's alleged home and searched it. A copy of the movie Rocky and a painting described by Kate was actually found, and David and Catherine Burney were arrested. Catherine denied Kate's allegations and said she had never seen her, while David said Kate came of her own volition to engage in vice. Under the pressure of the investigators, David confessed not only to the kidnapping and rape of Kate Muir, but to much greater atrocities. David was born in 1951 in a city in Australia to a broken family, and rumors revolve around alcohol addiction. At the age of 15, David left school and joined work in one of the horse stables, and there he practiced violence on the horses and began to practice striptease. He was taking any opportunity to get rid of his clothes until he was caught on one occasion completely naked while trying to break into the house of an old woman to rape her. David spent most of his teenage years in juvenile prisons, and his malignant psyche began to emerge from his addiction to sex, nude photography, and sexual orientation. Then he moved to Perth and worked in a car mechanic shop. Catherine is not David's wife. On the contrary, she is someone else's wife, with whom she has 6 children, but she abandoned them for the love of her life, David. She met him at the age of 12, but her father prevented her from him at the time when he knew about David of his misbehavior. At the age of 21, Catherine married Donald McCligan and had 7 children with him, the eldest of whom died in an accident. In 1982 she left everything behind and moved in with David Burney and changed her family name to Burney without marriage. The demonic couple lived in a house called Moor, and they were called the Moor House Thugs. David and Catherine kidnapped, raped and killed 4 girls in the most horrific ways in just 5 weeks. The 5th was survivor Kate, who fled after being raped. Mary wanted to buy tires for her car and David lured her home, threatening and raping her while watching Catherine. Then they led her to a nearby forest and raped her again, then strangled and stabbed her several times and buried her in a shallow grave. Susanna Candy. Susanna was a 16-year-old from a prestigious family, where her father was a well-known doctor, and she is about to attend the same college. Susanna was waiting for transportation, and the duo offered her a delivery, and it happened with Susanna like Mary, but when they tried to strangle her, Susanna fell into a state of hysteria that they could not control, so she forcibly inserted sleeping pills into her mouth. Catherine did not hesitate, she was ready to do anything for David. Nolene Peterson, their 3rd victim, however, differed from the others in that she was not killed on the same day, and here Catherine felt that David might have admired her. Catherine said to him, "Either me or Nolan. If you don't kill Nolan, I will kill myself." So David fulfilled her wish and killed Nolan. Catherine said that she felt happy throwing sand on Nolan's face and then spitting on her grave. Dennis Brown. Dennis suffered the most, as David stabbed her in the neck and then threw her into a shallow grave as well, but he noticed that she was still moving, so he brought an axe and removed her head from her body. At the trial, David confessed to all the crimes, saying that it was the least he could provide to the families of the victims. They were sentenced to 4 terms of life imprisonment, as was his companion Catherine. In 2005, David committed suicide inside his prison. Catherine applied for pardon more than once, but Kate Muir, the only survivor, launched many campaigns to prevent her. Even Catherine's young son supported Kate's pregnancy and said that his mother's biography caused him a lot of pain. David had a daughter from his first wife, who was 10 years old when he was arrested. The daughter changed her name and surname and refused to marry or have children, saying that no other people should come from this family. And this ends the story of the House of Moore, and the curtain falls on the crimes that took place in it, which sparked a lot of controversy in Australia.